Are you ready to attack your debt? Pero Nalito, do you pay the smallest utang first? Or do you focus on the one with the highest interest? Today, we'll compare both methods and help you decide which one wins for your situation. You have two options to pay off your debts. No. 1. The snowball method. That's where you pay off the smallest utang first. And then no. 2. The avalanche method, which focuses on paying the highest interest first. So which one should you choose? The snowball method is a debt repayment strategy where you start by listing all of your debts from smallest to biggest balance. You then pay the minimum amount due on all of them except the smallest one. To that one, you throw all your extra cash. Once you pay off the lowest balance debt, you take the money you were paying on that debt plus your extra cash and roll it into the next smallest debt until you pay off all of your debts. Meanwhile, the avalanche method involves listing out all of your debts from highest to lowest interest rate. You focus on paying the most expensive debt first and throwing in all your extra cash. After paying it off, you'll move on to the next highest interest debt and repeat the process. So how can you tell which method is better? It depends on your personality and financial situation. Let's go through the pros and cons of each. Let's talk about the snowball method. The advantage of this approach is that you'll experience fast emotional wins. Seeing yourself pay off debts quickly can be very motivating, especially if you need that boost to stay on track. On the flip side, the downside is that you might ignore high-interest debts. If you have a lot of debts with high interest rates, paying off the small balances first may not be the most financially efficient move. By focusing on smaller debts, you could end up paying more interest in the long run. The snowball method works best for people who need motivation and momentum to stay consistent. For example, let's say you have two debts. 10,000 pesos with 12% interest, and 5,000 pesos with 21% interest. If you use the snowball method, you will pay the 5,000 first. Now let's discuss the avalanche method. The main advantage here is that you save more on interest. By tackling the high-interest debts first, you'll minimize the total amount of interest you'll pay over time. Additionally, if you have a large debt with a low interest rate, it makes sense to pay it off as quickly as possible so you can allocate more money towards the higher interest debts. Now the downside. It can feel slow. Paying off big debts takes longer, which can be disheartening. This approach works well for those who are disciplined and strategic and are unnecessarily looking for quick wins to stay motivated. For instance, using the avalanche method with the same example earlier would have you pay around 1,700 pesos less in interest. But wait, there's more to the story. There's actually a third option, a hybrid approach that combines the best of both worlds. You can start with the snowball method to get quick wins and build momentum. Pay off the two smallest debts using the snowball approach. Then shift to the avalanche method. Focus on high interest. With this approach, you'll enjoy early success, stay motivated, and still make significant savings on interest. So which approach is truly better? It really depends on you. Ask yourself, if you're someone who needs that extra push to stay motivated, begin with the snowball method. But if you're already disciplined and looking to save as much as possible, go with the avalanche. Remember, the best method is the one you'll stick to. Once you've chosen your method, it's important to execute it effectively. Here's a simple way to do it. First, list down all your debts, including the name of the lender, the balance, and the interest rate. Second, choose your method, whether it's snowball, avalanche, or the hybrid approach. Third, use a debt tracker to visualize your progress. You can find many free templates online. Fourth, celebrate your wins. Reward yourself for paying off each debt, but keep the reward small so you don't add more debt. I know you can do this. Whatever method you choose, the goal is one: zero utang, full freedom. To help you on your journey, we've created a free debt tracker for you as part of the Piso Reset Kit. Grab it now at vincreatesgumroad.com/query=moneybuilt. Follow us on social media for more tips and resources to help you achieve financial freedom. Debt-free life.